Hello, my name is Jason from Fix Your Home. Fix Your Home is actually short for Fix Your Home Your Way. Welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to talk about why Undermount is an unhealthy and expensive long-term investment. Okay, next we're going to talk about why is stainless steel an ideal material for the kitchen sink. Yeah, and we're also going to share with you a secret on how to keep the stainless steel looking new. Now, let's if you decided to buy a sink, what are the ideal size for your kitchen sink? Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to have 3 options. Now, if you intend to change your sink, okay, what are the criteria that you need to look out for? Okay, now let's take a look at why undermount sink is actually a health hazard. Many of us have seen the beautiful borderless undermount sink design and want it for our home. But do you know that it can actually pose a health hazard to you and your family on the long run? Yes, you heard it right. The effects on our health includes running nose, nose congestion, eye irritation, sneezing, coughing, sore throat, skin rash, headache, lung irritation, wheezing. Now, seeing is believing, okay? Just go and take a look under the stone, yeah? Now, imagine this is actually the stone, okay? And under the stone, just underneath here, you can see a black ring around the edge of the sink. It is the same mold that you see in your house bathroom, around the corners, the edges of the corner, in between, certain materials, 2 different materials, you can see a black ring. These are the same mold that you will see. Okay. Now, this mold actually emits toxin into the air. Yeah. So you're actually breathing in. Okay, but then you say, okay, hey, we can actually use spray to remove it, right? Those mold removing spray. Yes, you can, but it's on condition. Now look at the condition. If you were to spray up towards the corner here, it is a vertical wall. So when you spray, the water just flow down. Okay, especially on stainless steel. So when you spray, only part or minor part of the mold is being destroyed. So it will grow up again in no time. Now, then you can say, I can use my trusty scrub. Yes, you can. But again, when you scrub, right, you can't really see the corner, right? So many times, the mold still remains there after you scrub. So, it is still there and it will actually resurface after 2 to 3 days. We will include this article by NHS, which is a UK health authority, in the link below, okay, or in the so-called text within the article. Now, to make the matter worse, there's this issue of water damage due to seepage. Okay, in between the stone and the sink. Okay, now this is caused by the limited lifespan of the silicone seal. Now, silicone seal itself has only like 2 to 3 years lifespan. Okay, so once the lifespan expires, it will start to shrink. Okay, it will create gaps. Okay, different gaps under the sink, under the stone, right? So when you wash, the water will seep in, and then actually the water is leaked to the so-called the wood, right? The wood itself will actually be water damage. This is a potential expensive replacement, which can happen between 3 to 4 years after renovation. That is why we don't recommend the use of undermount sink. Rather, we actually recommend you to use top mount sink. Then you will say, hey, top mount sink also have mold. Yes, you're right. But if you take a look, top mount sinks are at the edges, okay, when there is mold, normally at the corner, at the edges, right, you can actually spray. And the so-called the spray actually sits on top and soak for 1 to 2 hours, the mold is gone. Now, when there is a silicone damage to the edges, right, then you just need to scrape it off and then reapply the silicone and the water seal is there. Okay, now why is stainless steel an ideal material for kitchen sink? Now, stainless steel is actually non-porous material, which means that it's easy to clean and maintain. You can actually maintain a top hygiene standard on the material. Now, of course, you know, when you talk about staining, you worry about staining, right? White stain, porcelain, and all this. Now, if you were to pour something that can stain, potentially stain, it will actually can easily be just washed off with soap. Yeah, so making it a very ideal long-term investment. Okay, now let's talk about durability. Okay, now stainless steel is very durable. This can be seen from our parents' time living in an old HDB flat, right? Where you can see that in the kitchen you have this long stretch and then one bowl, right? So this stainless steel sink is always there one, you know, and no matter how bad our parents throw things at it, it is still there one. So it is actually highly durable. Yeah, and it's the latest sink, right, actually has corrosion and also scratch resistant coating on it. For our stainless steel color, there are 4 different layers, okay, to protect the so-called, to actually resist the scratches. Now, then for the black sink, so-called black sink, yeah, this black sink, there are 5 layers. The additional layer is basically the black color lah, yeah. So now, then you ask, hey, how do I, keep the thing looking new, because you worry that it may scratch, right? There is a secret. Now, what is the secret? The secret is use only soft sponge. That detergent on it, just lightly go around the edges of the sink. Use water to splash everything, the oil, the grind, everything will be washed off. Okay, never use this. Okay, this green wool. Once you start to start to actually wash with this, right, it will slowly but surely remove layer and layer of the so-called scratch resistant coating. So in no time, it will start to scratch. So use this for a long lasting new look. Okay, now there is wide range of sizes and design in stainless steel, and most of them are very so-called affordable options. Those stainless steel sink that is sold by us, Fix Your Home, comes complete with so-called soap detergent dispenser and tray, and also those water discharge pipes in the container, and also water stoppers. So it is actually a budget conscious option for people who basically want to do their kitchen. Yeah. Now, then you say, hey, does it look good with a modern kitchen? Yes, take a look at this. Okay, the design is basically very futuristic, modern, small corners, straight edge down, so-called the water trough. So this design itself complements those modern material like granite, quartz, and solid surfaces. Yeah, so it goes very well, blends very well. Depending on the color scheme, you can actually choose stainless steel or the black. Yeah. Now, we have actually curated 3 sizes for you, so making it easier. So all you need to do, remember, is this: for 2 to 3 room flats, choose the smallest one, 60 by 45. Now, if you have a medium-sized flat, for example, 3 to 5 room flat, for example, okay, you can choose our 78 by 43 cm, or if let's say you have a jumbo size, or 5-room executive with a bigger so-called kitchen footprint, or for those old, very old 4-room, 5-room kitchen, they are very long and narrow, choose the bigger one. You can also choose the bigger one, which is the 82 by 45. Yeah. The next aspect that people are thinking about is mainly, is this material a green material or not? Is this sustainable? Yes, it is a big yes. Okay. Now, stainless steel can be recycled completely, and it actually maintains its characteristics after recycling. Okay, at the end of its life, right? So it is a fantastic material. Now, for those people who are looking to change their existing kitchen, there are 3 things you need to look out for. One is the size must be right, exactly the same as what you have here, okay? Or if you buy from outside, it must be the same as your current sink that you're using, okay? 2 is make sure the edges like this here are the same small radius that you'll be using in a modern sink. That means the old sink must be the same. Normally the old sink has a very big curve, right? So the carpenters or the stone providers, they normally cut according to the so-called the radius of the sink, which at times may actually cause this to be unable to be mounted, even though it's the same size. Now, the third most important thing is your current sink a top mount sink or an undermount sink? Now, a lot of times the HDB uses those concrete plinth, right? The old format where you have the concrete one, and then they actually embed the stainless steel inside. Now, those is literally impossible to be replaced. So you need to actually take note of all these factors when you want to replace your existing sink. Okay, this basically is the end of our video. We will include the buying link for Shopee and Lazada below. Hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Yeah, bye.